Hey world, my name is Chad Morris and I'm the author of The Inventor's Secret. This crazy romp through a futuristic school. You got the inventor with his robot monkeys, big secret. In the future, awesomeness, future. Oh yeah. I'd like to talk today about how I got the idea for this crazy book. And it actually came in kind of a different way. I kind of like history. I think it's really fun and I love to read books. I love to kind of alternate between fiction stuff and non-fiction stuff. I had read several books and I went to go listen to a man by the name of David McCullough, and he writes books like 1776 about the Revolutionary War and John Adams about second president of the United States, and I went to listen to him, and he's a fantastic speaker. He looks like this, right? Great author pick. Anyway, he was talking about the importance of history and how we have to teach it to kids. And I thought, well, that's great, and it does change us. That's what he was saying. But when I was a kid, I didn't really want to learn history. I thought it was kind of boring. And so I started to imagine what would be the absolute coolest way to learn history. And I came up with the idea of what if there was an invention that allowed you to see it in 3D, right? So if you were studying the Revolutionary War, what if George Washington and his men came marching through your room? Now that would get my attention. Or what if I got to see Abraham Lincoln, tall and awesome, telling his funny stories or giving his great speeches, right? I think that would change me and my view of it. And so I started to imagine this school in the future and some crazy inventions in there. And if that, I started to think, well, if that was history class, then what would English class be like? And I thought of a chair they could sit in, and as they read, everyone could see what they would imagine, and you learn, hey, it takes a little talent to imagine what you're reading. And what about when you study animals? What if there were these like robot avatars that you could control, and you could see what they see or feel what they feel? And if you studied real hard, say about squirrel monkeys, then you could control an avatar squirrel monkey and then go in with the real squirrel monkeys in the zoo portion of the school and figure out what that would really be like. You'd be dangling from trees and all the chaos that's in there. And there would be gorillas and rhinos and other animals too. I started to love this idea of the school. Woo! It's in there. Oh yeah. And I wanted to go there and I wanted to play in that school. But of course that's not a story, that's just a world. So I started to think, well, what would the story be about? What if this inventor, right, had a big secret behind one of his inventions, and this bad guy figures it out and kidnaps him, and it's left to a couple of kids to figure out what the secret is and figure out how to save him before it destroys everything. And well, that's how the idea for Cragbridge Hall, The Inventor's Secret, was born. And I took a ton of notes. Sorry, David McCullough, I kind of zoned out there for a little bit. Again, I took a lot of notes, some of them on your presentation, some of them on my idea. I went home that night and just started to write, and I kind of loved the idea ever since. So there it is, how I got the idea for this crazy read. Thanks for listening to me. All right. Oh yeah. We are gonna get this right. I'm gonna do that one more time. Thanks, guys. Bye.